Hello everyone. Today in this video, we will discuss few model questions of MPhil Clinical Psychology entrance exams that are based on previous year question papers. This kind of many questions you can find in my new book that I wrote for MPhil Clinical Psychology entrance. In this book, there are thousands of questions, but it is not a practice set of objective questions, and this book can be difficult for the beginners. So, I would like to suggest use this book after systematic completion of entrance syllabus. So, let's begin. Question number 1. Choose the correct pairs of drug falls under the class of drug known as depressant. Option A, sedatives and benzodiazepines. B, alcohol and nicotine. C, cocaine and LSD. And D, LSD and marijuana. So, the correct answer is A, sedatives and benzodiazepines, because sedatives and benzodiazepines are two type of depressant and sedatives also known as barbiturates. Barbiturates is a sleep aids and induce drowsiness and reduce insomnia. Benzodiazepines are tranquilizers and anti-anxiety drug that reduce anxiety and produce a calming effect in an individual. Alcohol is also a depressant that inhibit activity throughout the cerebral cortex and cerebellum. Nicotine and cocaine are both stimulant. LSD and marijuana are both hallucinogens. That's why sedatives and benzodiazepines is the right answer. Question number 2. Which of the following types of behavior displayed by individual with autism spectrum disorder? Option A, separation anxiety when separated from caregivers. Option B, inability to focus on a detail of the environment. Option C, unusual social extraversion. And option D, intolerance of change. And correct answer is D, intolerance of change, because intolerance of change is one of the main problem of individual with ASD. ASD is autism spectrum disorder. Changes in the environment or in a routine might elicit a strong negative response by the individual who are facing ASD. So, the right answer is intolerance of change. Question number 3. Choose an endocrine gland controlling growth and stimulating other endocrine glands. Option A is adrenal gland. Option B, thyroid gland. Option C, parathyroid. And D is pituitary gland. And the correct answer is D, right? The pituitary gland play a major role in regulating vital body functions, and they are connected to the bottom of hypothalamus. It secretes a large number of hormones, right, some of which function to stimulate other endocrine glands like thyrotropes and somatotropes. That's why we call them master gland. So, the correct answer is pituitary gland. Question number 4. Who said that personality trait as having a real physical existence within the brain? And option A is Cattell, B Eysenck, C Holt, and D Swerdlick. And the correct answer is C Holt. Holt explained that physical brain is the source of emotions and personality, and souls don't exist. He believed that personality trait have real and physical existence in brain. So, the correct answer is Holt. And question number 5. Choose the right explanation of flash bulb memory from following list. Option A, new, important, helpful social events. Option B, unspecific, important, common events. Option C, a specific, surprising and unimportant event, and D, unspecific, important, common event. And the correct answer is C, a specific, surprising, unimportant event. Flashbulb memory, or a detailed recollection of a memorable event, is common as part of public tragedy like Mumbai attack. Flashbulb memories are formed in a specific, surprising, and it is possible that event is not important for the future. They are developing disturbance, right? That particular information is not useful for us. So, the correct answer is B, a specific, surprising and unimportant events. Question number 6. What is the main disadvantage of cross-cultural test? Option A, reliability problems. Option B, they compare people of different cultures. Option C, predictive and diagnostic value is lost, and D, all of the above. And the correct answer is C, predictive and diagnostic value is lost. The disadvantage of cross-cultural test is that the predictive and diagnostic value of the intelligence test is lost. Cross-cultural tests often miss relevant information and have little meaningful prediction value. That's why this is the right answer. Question number 7. Choose one appropriate option that no longer considered as a scientific method for psychology. Option A, introspection. Option B, field research. Option C, parametric statistics. Option D, non-parametric statistics. And the correct answer is A, introspection. Because introspection is responsible for examining self-thought and feeling, and making interferences based on these examinations. There are many psychologists who are not considering introspection as a scientific method. That's why introspection, is a right answer. I think this question, was, comparatively easy, right? Question number 8. Choose the correct sequence of the level of processing presented by Craig and Tulving. I am repeating the question. Choose the correct sequence of level of processing presented by Craig and Tulving. Option A, acoustic, physical, semantic. Option B, semantic, acoustic, physical. Option C, physical, acoustic, semantic. And option D, acoustic, semantic and physical. And the correct answer is C, physical, acoustic, then semantic. The level of processing model presented by Craig and Lockhart in 1972 focuses on the depth of processing involved in memory. Deeper information help us to retain information for the longer period of time, right? So, structural processing, which is when we encode only the physical qualities of something. For example, we can take an example. Firstly, we consider the word. If word is familiar, then we can pronounce them, and then we can develop meaning. Suppose if I don't know Chinese, means Chinese word is not familiar for me, so I cannot pronounce and I cannot develop meaning. So, if I will be that particular physical qualities of the word will be familiar for me, then I can pronounce them and then I can develop meaning. So, the correct sequence is physical, then acoustic and then semantic. Question number 9. Which theory holds that a relationship must be profitable to endure? And your option A is social loafing theory. Option B, social comparison theory. Option C, social exchange theory. And D, complementary need theory. And the correct answer is C, social exchange theory. Social exchange theory is a psychological and sociological perspective that explain social change and stability as a process of negotiated exchange between parties. I just try to explain this concept very simply. Social exchange theory means human relationships are formed by the use of subjective cost benefit analysis and the comparison of alternatives, right. We develop a relationship on the basis of give and take process. If I am developing a relationship, I will use cost benefit analysis, what I am putting in the relationship, what I am getting from that particular relation. So, according to all these points, correct answer is social exchange theory. Question number 10. This particular question is one of the easiest question of this video. Which of the following is commonly referred as the father of developmental psychology? Option A, Freud, Sigmund Freud. Option B, Erik Erikson. Option C, G. Stanley Hall, and option D is William James. And the correct answer is C, G. Stanley Hall. Right? G. Stanley Hall is generally considered the father of developmental psychology. Freud is generally considered the father of psychoanalysis. Erik Erikson is an important developmental psychologist, but work appeared strongly after Stanley Hall. William James, right, is an important figure in the history of psychology in the United States and early proponent of the functionalism, right. So, the correct answer is Stanley Hall. I hope you have learned a lot from today's video. If you have any doubt, write to me in the comment box, and best wishes for upcoming entrance examinations. Bye.